What up, people? It's Miche
and Triche.
QBT in it.
That's right.
It's another day.
It is.
With some additional questions.
Are we doing Would You Rather? Really into those, eh?
I do. I like them. It makes you think about sometimes silly things.
Spark some conversation.
Yes.
Get some people in problems. Yeah, you always tend to get people in problems. It's okay. Still love you.
What problems have I gotten you into?
Some of your questions are borderline. Some borderline, maybe. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm just saying.
So maybe you're not the right person that I should be talking to with these Would You Rather?
What does that even mean?
Well, you're saying that I'm getting you in problems. I don't want to cause any domestics here.
Domestic.
Exactly.
Okay, for the record, when we say domestic like that, it's not like we're advocating domestic violence and abuse is not cool. It's a thing amongst our little friends or when couples are getting into an argument.
An argument. It's an argument. It is nothing
a verbal
physical
argument.
Exactly. It is nothing physical.
And then to kind of diffuse, we start domestic, and everyone starts laughing because you're literally cheering on an argument.
You are.
Yep. And
I
it's
feel
usually
as though
silly.
I've heard this though, like somebody else saying
Really?
domestic. Yeah. Yeah, I feel so.
You started that in Vegas. Yeah. All right, what you got for me today? Hit me. I'm gonna think of one too because you're always asking me. Flip the script today. Think of something. Go.
Would you rather have your husband?
See already. Here we go. Okay. Let me just say your partner. Would you rather your partner? That way it applies to everyone can play and participate. It doesn't feel like it's like right at me.
Because then this means you
changes
get into less.
No, not at all.
Exactly. Your answer is still your answer.
It will be.
Okay. Anyhow, would you rather your partner get into bed with his little childhood teddy bear?
We're already off the rails here.
Or when he gets into bed, he sucks his thumb?
Did we get married at 12? Okay, there's definitely questions here because why are we doing either of these things as an adult? Let's start there. No, seriously though. Okay, the thumb thing is at least you brought your thumb. It's your thumb. But that means that you took your childhood teddy bear from your childhood home and you have carried it with you throughout your life that you still have it now and still need it as what? As some kind of security blanket. The smell, oh God, and I could only imagine at this age what that thing must look and
the smell like.
Is there neither option? Is there just we're not doing this at all? Like what's wrong with you? The same way you have to train a child away from those type of, I'd have to train him out of that mess.
You train him out of it?
Absolutely. You cannot be like a grown person and still walking around with your teddy bear. Like that's weird. What's wrong with, no, that's weird.
Someone told me.
So wait, sorry, because hold on. Because that means you're a parent. So what, both you and your child are walking around with your childhood teddy bear when you go on a trip? Do you have your teddy? I've got my teddy. Where's yours? Don't forget my teddy. No. No. This is all wrong. Nope. No, I'm training you out of that mess. And the thumb. Just like I used to suck my tongue. And I've been trying. Well, I mean, she tried her best. God bless you, Mom. But it's just, again, it's something that if it's with you, it's really hard to get somebody out of that. The teddy, I feel like I could train you away from that. The sucking thumb would take a little bit more effort, but I'd still make the effort.
But if he's that old, like if you're marrying him, he's a grown person.
I don't know that I would have, because if you're that old and still sucking your thumb, that means your thumb has to be like shriveled to nothing. Because kids when they're like 5 and stuff, their thumb sometimes is already looking, wrinkly and pruny like an 8-year-old. So I can only imagine that thumb coming at me. So there's a good chance we wouldn't have made it the distance to get to this point. Assuming we had. No, we're gonna have a series. We're gonna have to talk our way. We're gonna have to train ourselves.
So okay, so then let me take this a step further. Then, if you're saying you would have to train him out of it, But wait a second. Have you first answered the question?
No, I have not, because I think they're both outrageous. I'm gonna take the thumb. Wait, it's gonna be a gross thumb though. It will be. I don't know if I want that on my body. I'm gonna take the thumb. Because at least that's probably, it's just, we're sucking the thumb at night, right? Like, not like, not during the day and in public that somebody else has to see that. Because you know how I feel about being embarrassed, because that would be embarrassing. I'll take the thumb.
Was just at night.
I'll take the thumb. They both suck, but I'll take the thumb. That is the point. I get it. I'll take the thumb. I'll take the thumb.
So if you were dating someone and early on you saw this behavior,
I've got questions.
So what if he gave you? What if you said that you could? You would want to train it out of him.
Yeah.
So if he said like, I've gone to therapy about this, like I just
and a professional couldn't help you.
Yeah, and
that means he's got bigger problems. So that's an indicator of bigger issues.
But what if?
Issues.
But what if everything else about him is great except for this one thing?
This is really he's a 10, but he still needs
You're right. It is.
That's what that is. Yeah. So I'll combine the two. He's a 10, but he still needs his teddy.
Yeah.
You're obviously not a 10. No, because you've got other problems. You have to have you've got some security issues. Maybe some mommy issues. I don't know, but that drops you because can you imagine you're crawling into bed with your big grown husband and he turns around and is reaching for his teddy or his tights between the two of you? You roll over at night and see that raggedy tape staring in your face. Nah, man. That drops you to like a 5.
And probably
a 4,
going
5.
with like one eye.
Something is gonna look ratty. That drops you to a 4 or 5 easy. And what was the original?
The thumb or
no? So I picked the thumb.
Yeah.
I picked the thumb though, but that would definitely drop you. The thumb would also drop you down several. You're a 10, but now with the thumb, yeah, I think you're around a 4 too.
Yeah,
the 4 is a more habitual. I will be more forgiving of the thumb, I think, than I would
because
the
it's
teddy.
part of your body and it's not something that you're actually going and walking and going and picking up and taking.
Because you could go to bed with the idea, I'm not going to suck my, and then just, it's there and it just finds its way out of habit. Whereas the teddy bear, you can, and I guess you could also get up, but if I like take your teddy away and throw it out, what are you going to do? I know, I just thought,
that man would kill you.
That's a problem.
Oh, I think so too.
That's a problem. So what do you pick? You're picking teddy? Picking thumb?
I would probably pick the thumb over the teddy because I ain't sleeping with no nasty ass thing in the bed. And I'm not rolling over on it because if I rolled over on it, I'd probably pick it up in the night and pitch it.
Yeah, like see, the thumb has no like real effect on me per se, other than it's just.
So then, if you wanted to like get busy during the nighttime, but he's laying there.
Oh god. That's a bit of a deterrent.
He's got. I might be like, no. You wouldn't do the whole like, and then start kissing him, or you would just be like, nah, guy.
I think that might be enough for now. So bigger implications there as well, but definitely no, I don't. Yeah, it would have to be like you have to be facing away from me. It's like a tap on the shoulder, and then by the time you turn over, the thumb should not be in your mouth anymore. We're gonna have to have some system. Look away.
Yeah, I could
have to look away from you.
Because I couldn't imagine waking up.
No.
Like you're facing, like imagine if you're facing each other and you wake up and you see this grown ass man.
And he looks so peaceful about it too.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd have to be like, oh.
I know, but then he'd be just like,
and that's exactly what would happen. It would go back in. And then I would have to, like, how you say about trying to train it out of him.
Start doing what mom used to do with me, and like one of my tongue was like,
put some aloes
some aloes on it or something. I might even go as far as put some like oregano oil on the thumb. Although you know what I find now, and as I've watched maybe a video or two, I've seen myself doing it, and I think somebody asked, was it you that asked me, are you second? No, I have my retainer bar, and it sticks out, and now I can't stop playing with it. Like that's why, because it's there. I know. I think sometimes it looks like maybe I am still sucking my I'm not. I've got myself out of that habit. It took a long time though. Like I probably didn't stop doing that till like well in my 20s, sucking my tongue. But again, it's something you just go to bed and just as your mouth opens up, it just kind of naturally happens. Which is why I can forgive more so the thumb, because it's just it's part of your body and you've just been doing it. But we'll train our way out of that.
I never had any of those habits. So I don't.
We never had any of the blanket teddy things that you had to have. None of my kids did either. Our nephew did. Teddy had to have his teddy. My kids were never like that.
They just Teddy would like There was a time that, again, trying to move him away from being with Teddy 24/7, and Teddy was only allowed to be in the knapsack.
Knapsack?
Yeah. That's right. And Teddy's head would like stick outside of the knapsack.
Gotta make sure Teddy's there.
So he was like at all times visible. So I don't know how you would do that with a grown person and dictate to a grown person.
Oregano oil fixes no one wants. It is the nastiest thing. That, or what is that one I tried also? It's very much like that. When I was making a tincture, it's some other kind of something, and it's super nasty. It just tastes like oregano oil, but it's not. It is. If you've ever taken like that just straight, not knowing that you should add some sugar and many other things to mask it. I have never wanted to vomit and get that taste out of my mouth so bad. Almost right up there with like the sardines in the sardine water in my smoothie. Oh, never going to forget.
Clearly, she's never going to forget.
I'm coming for you for that.
She's never going to forget.
I am coming.
If you have not watched the video.
It's called I Hate You. That's the video title, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. All right. Perfect. I can wait. Yeah. Okay. Have I done mine? Did we just digress so hard on those ones?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. All right. We both love to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Free gourmet food for a year. Option to have a chef prepare it. Or free travel for a year.
How am I supposed to pick between two things?
That's like a big choice for you, really?
Well, you know I love my belly.
Yeah.
And I love food. And I've had the taste of a chef. So, I mean, eating food that a chef has prepared like all the time is off the hook.
I'm surprised this is like a question.
I would take the free travel.
Yeah.
I would take the free travel.
Without a doubt. But you thought about it.
Yeah. I mean,
no,
free
hands
food
down.
all the time. Because
I know.
I'm not going to be traveling 24/7. Right?
Why not?
But I'm going to be eating all the time.
But if you had the choice to travel, free travel, I'll see you in a year.
Yeah, I'd probably take a sabbatical. I'd ask
100.
if I could take a sabbatical. If somebody told me they were going to pay for everything for a year to travel.
And then wherever I'm traveling, I'll be eating whatever's there, so I'll make that work.
True.
Yeah, no, free travel.
Sorry, I was really just thinking my day to day and how good that would be.
That would also still be good though.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's cooking for me.
Fresh pasta if you want. Like handmade fresh pasta. That was my immediate thought. And all those fancy dishes, like Michelin star restaurant food.
This is what I'm saying.
Hold on.
This is really? You thought it was that easy? Imagine.
Well, just because I so love to travel, that was just like no matter what, travel. But
yeah, because you're not traveling 24/7 unless, of course, you have the ability to say, "I'm going to do this for a year,"
and that's
all that I'm going to do. Because then, I mean, now when you get there, you would just have so much money because you didn't actually pay for the trip. So you'd have so much money to be able to spend on those Michelin restaurants.
No, but we travel and we don't go to Michelin restaurants. No. But I would like to experience that kind of haute cuisine, perhaps, like the best restaurants in the world.
But it always looks like the plate is just got like some little...
I know, but it's free, so that's fine. I can order 3 and make up a meal. But you're right, they are just basically samples in my opinion.
Yeah. That's the only thing that...
I know, but it's free, so you can have as many of those little plates as you want.
Excuse me, can I have another one? Like when we were on the cruise?
But would you be embarrassed? Okay, the cruise is one thing, because people are meant to be gluttonous on a cruise. But you're at a Michelin 5-star...
I don't care.
You're going to ask for the next one?
Why can't I?
I didn't say you couldn't.
Yeah,
I said, but you feel comfortable asking for another plate? Because it's free or because...
Of the exact same thing or just multiple entrees?
Same thing.
No, I get multiple entrees. I don't care. I don't know these people.
I'm with you. No shame.
I feel no shame. I don't know you
shame
people.
either. And it's free. Hello.
Exactly. I'd like to try that one and that one and
but
that one. But
I think you say that, but I think in the moment it would be different.
You think in the moment
I think I think the surrounding and everything, and you're the only one like ordering a second.
But why is somebody else at another table watching me? Why are you watching what I'm eating?
I don't know.
No.
No,
I don't
you wouldn't
think
care.
so.
No
No.
shame.
No.
Okay, just
No.
checking.
Because you're already giving me some little
I know,
hot
but
Jill or
that's
something.
supposed to be like that's your
No,
meal.
I know.
Don't care.
That's not a meal.
See, I think what I would do is I would like Michelin hop.
Okay.
Like I'd be like, ooh, pre-dinner meal. Go somewhere else. Another dinner, an after-dinner
Okay.
meal.
Sure, but if
Like
it's
how
a
the kids used to have first and second dinner.
Sure. But if it's something that I really enjoy, like if it's a restaurant with the food that I really enjoy, no, I want to try it all. I'll go to the next one tomorrow.
Okay.
So all the Michelin people would know. There's this black girl who keeps coming in here. She orders like 5 entrees.
She's got red hair.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's in here for
show
like,
is.
Don't forget though, I'm sure the seating time is limited, so you can't be sitting there all night either. At some point.
Like I
the
can't
tables.
make that work.
But you have to wait for the dish to come out.
What are you talking about? I would start with, I'll have this one and I'll have that
Oh, you're
one.
ordering two.
Yes.
It's such a faux pas. I already know it's
I
a
don't
faux pas.
care.
Okay.
Again, what are people gonna say to me? No, you can't do it. You're taking my money. What the hell do you care? You're gonna tell the chef is gonna come out and
maybe
tell
they
me?
do have a limit because they have to get the next seating, and you know how those kind of bougie restaurants work. They take a minute.
So excuse me, you can bring 2 of those out now, just like the appetizer.
Yeah,
You can
okay,
bring
bring
2
it all
of those
at the
out
same
now.
time. Okay.
Exactly, and then like in another 15 minutes or so, bring out the other 2.
All right, so you're taking travel though. That is what you picked? Travel.
Yeah,
You're talking a lot about the food.
I'm still gonna take the travel.
I'm gonna take the travel, but I balk. I hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
The food's pretty intriguing to me too.
Yes.
I know, but I still want to travel for a year.
Oh,
Do you know how many places you could visit in a year? I think you could do the world in a year.
I think you could. You just couldn't do but you would have to do like major things on it in.
No, I don't think so. I think you could do everything.
A year.
Because think about it, the places where you want to spend the most time, at the most, you're doing 2-3 weeks maybe at the most.
Okay.
You've got
No,
365
you're right.
days. I think you could do
Yeah.
the year. My only problem would be the jet lag, and the traveling like that, I think would probably kill me.
I think after a while you would.
You'd just be tired of traveling.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
think if you did like 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
Okay, you definitely need a pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still taking travel. Free travel? I'm going to the furthest ends of the earth. And because it's free, instead of having to do like a direct flight, because after 6 hours like I'm ready to tap out. But then I could do like stopovers and layovers, and I'm in no rush. It's okay, and it doesn't matter how much it costs because it's free.
Exactly.
You can stop here in a day and then catch the second end of the flight and continue on and go see those areas of the world that I really want to go to.
Or instead of doing, like you said, you do your stopovers, but a stopover could be like a week.
It could.
5 days to a week, and then you keep it moving.
Yeah, I totally do that.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, I'll definitely stick with the free travel, but the food thing.
It's a close second, a very close second. That was tempting for a second, and you thought on it.
I did.
I'd like to know what other people, what would you pick? Travel? I mean, I guess if you're not a traveler, food, you win.
And you're really winning with
Yeah.
free food, free
Travel.
gourmet food.
Mm.
Oh yeah. A chef, this is what I want today. And you can't squander it either and say things like, I want to eat French fries every day. You can't. Not if you have a chef. And
So make me some gourmet French fries and amazing poutine. What's the problem?
every day.
Not every day. Oh, I'm definitely getting fries in there though.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get fries
Some
in
fresh
there,
cut,
but I'm gonna
hot,
ask
salty
for,
fries. Different kinds of fries, like truffle. I hate truffle oil, so not truffle oil fries for me. I've tried it 3 different times. And everyone's like, oh, truffle oil. I think it tastes gross.
Not that type.
It tastes like something to me that I don't like, so pass on that. But other kind of like Parmesan fries. I can eat fries every day.
Every day, but I've got a chef, so
I'm
want to
not
try
wasting.
one.
I'm not wasting, but maybe that's like a Friday night, like, ooh, make me a gourmet burger and fries.
Yeah, for sure.
Some fish and chips and fries.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amongst all the other like really fancy things that you'd be making for me. Okay, I'm hungry now.
All right, well,
Okay, I'd like to know what
that's
other people
clearly
think.
enough
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Somebody's
now I feel like
hungry.
I need a snack. No? Not a little peckish now?
No,
No?
I didn't get there. No.
No, you didn't think on it hard enough, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
absolutely, and let us know the outcomes of those, especially the
Thumber teddy bear. It's a grown man. How come we always make it? Is it just because we're women that we always ask if you're a man? We need to like be more inclusive. if you're woman or if you're woman partner. Well, we said partner.
But now that you do say that,
Never wrong when we say, come on.
I know, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But I just thought of this when you said about the differentiation between the genders. And I'm just wondering, I think that more women would be in that category of the thumb and the teddy bear or some sort of something.
I mean, as in they're the ones doing it than men?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, I think that more women do that.
I have no point of reference.
I don't know.
Because I'm just thinking about it from a children.
Yeah, but if you just think about it,
well, there must be obviously girls.
I think that there are probably more women. I could be absolutely wrong. That's my educated guess. Based on what?
I wonder if Google knows that.
No, okay.
Who sucks their thumb more, boys or girls? Oh, in general, girls are more likely than boys to suck their thumbs, especially as they get older.
Especially?
That's what they say. Girls are more likely to be prolonged digit suckers than boys.
Digit suckers.
Unfortunately, this habit can stretch into adulthood. Oh my gosh, you're right. So maybe we should have flipped the question. So it's a girl.
Yeah, I would bet money on that.
I did not think of that. Interesting. Okay, so maybe the question should be, if your woman, partner, wife, girlfriend had a teddy or sucked her thumb, would you be more likely to accept that or not?
I bet you anything. It's probably more prevalent than you think.
Well, no, we've proven it's more prevalent. But are men more willing to roll with that?
I think so.
Yeah? Because of the whole daddy thing?
Yeah. And it's kind of, and some men might look at it and think that maybe it's a little cute.
Or,
look at her. Yeah.
I was going to say something, but that's...
Or translates into something else.
Yeah.
That too.
If you like stuff. Okay, that's enough.
That is enough.
All right, yep. Well,
that's enough. Yep. Let's stop that.
Or mommy calls me and tells me.
Yep, let's stop that now.
Yep.
All right. Later, people.
Don't forget to subscribe. Till next time.
We out.